Hello, Southern Soul Tarot fam. I will be doing a reading tonight. The reason I'm doing this reading, I kind of did a reading similar to it, but I'm going to try to get a little bit more information out of it if I can, because there was a request for it. It was one involving if Chris Watts will basically snitch on and flip on Nicole Kessinger. And a person also, and I'd heard this rumor too, so I am kind of curious to see if it comes out in the cards, that Nicole Kessinger was pregnant. Now they also wanted to know, if the friend, if one of the accomplices is NK's friend, but I think a lot of us have picked up as readers and people have been investigating it kind of a lot. I think it's somewhat of already in fact that we're more than positive whether it was one of Nicole's friends or really Chris's sister seems to be put into this a lot. So and this was a request by a channel called Katie's Lifestyle. So I'm going to go ahead and start the reading and see what we can find as far as if Chris Watts is going to snitch on Nicole Kessinger. Like I said, I kind of have a feeling he will, because I think he's going to get tired of being in there by himself and her knowing that she's out doing whatever she wants. But we'll see. So, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoy the reading. And like I said, I've already pre-shuffled and cut the cards, but I'm going to go ahead and do it again. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. Let's see if Chris Watts is going to, at some point, maybe possibly flip on Nicole Kessinger. Too many? Just one, please. We're going to do his recent feelings towards her. Like, the recent past within the last couple of weeks, I want to know. So we're going to do that first, and then we're going to see if he's going to flip, and then we'll see about the pregnancy question. Because, again, I am curious of that. So, yeah, so for the weeks right now, yeah, he feels... It's the Six of Pentacles, but it's upright. He's a Taurus, so that could just... I think that's representing his sign. I'm not really sure why it's upright. I guess maybe he still feels that... he still feels there's an equal give and take going on, so maybe he's having some type of communication with her still. I know they're not supposed to talk, but... yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's some communication going on with the Six of Pentacles about giving and taking... to even out the situation still. And underneath that, you have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Now, the Queen of Swords in reverse is a very harsh queen. She's very sharp with her words. She's very intelligent. She can be very manipulative. But she does it quick. Like I said, she's that off with your head queen. Like, she doesn't have time for it. Like, once she's done with you, she's done with you, and she wants you to go. Or she will go. Either way, get out of her face. It's kind of normally how the Queen of Swords in reverse is. So, that's underneath the Six of Pentacles. So, he might be feeling like she's taking on that energy because she's a Cancer. But you also have the World in reverse. So, this is going to be for his recent past. So, yeah, he knows he has no new beginning. And I think the energy I also get is a little bit of anger about that no new beginning. And that she still is out walking around, basically doing her thing. At least that's kind of the feel I get. So let's kind of see how, if he's going to be snitching on her and flipping on her anytime soon. I think he will. I just don't know how soon it will be before he finally gets irritated enough. Because you have to think about it. If he could kill his 2 children, unborn baby, and his wife of 8 years... what can he do to somebody that he was supposedly only dating for 2 months? Like if he could kill his whole family, why wouldn't he throw Nicole Kessinger under the bus eventually? I mean, let's be realistic. And that's why I think for him, that's why the Seven of Cups is showing up for if he's going to snitch on her. He's thinking of all the ways that he can make her look bad. That's what I think that is. And I think good. Good, 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 because she looks horrible. Like I said, I saw a meme that said it was a picture of Casey Anthony, and it said most hated woman in America, and then it was a picture of Nicole Kessinger, and it said hold my beer. And it's so funny because in one of my videos I had said that she basically reminded me of Casey Anthony. Like, to me, she's just as hated. So I think it was funny that that meme had kind of showed up about her. But alright, so yeah, I think he's gonna tell on her. The Five of Swords right there. He feels like he has defeated her. Like, you see the person in the background and they're just kind of like on their knees, and this person's just completely slain to the ground. Yeah, is like I think he's planning to basically out her in the worst way possible. He's using all the time in the world that he has in jail to do so. He's just gonna make sure that it all makes sense. There's no way that she can wiggle her way out of it. That's what I feel like. Because he is an earth sign. So, I mean, they're analytical. They sit there and think all the time. Whoops. They sit there and think all the time. And he says that he thinks all the time about everything. So, he's sitting here thinking of a way to make sure that when he tells the police that she had something to do with it, that he dots all of his I's and crosses all of his T's and make sure that there's no way she's going to wiggle her way out of that one. So, let's see why the Five of Swords is here, too. Yeah. He is the Emperor. So the Emperor, right, is, he feels that he basically runs the realms. Whatever he says goes. And, his word is solid across the realms. So that's the energy he's taking on to get this plan as far as getting NK behind bars in motion. So let's see about the pregnancy, because I'm curious about that. So let's see about at any point. And I'm going to say, she is a Cancer. So I want to know if NK was pregnant at any point. Well, we have the Lovers in reverse. So, that could just be representing maybe just energy she was putting out towards Chris and Shania. Because Chris and Shania were both earth signs. So, and like I said, and NK was a water sign. So they actually flow very good together, those two signs, earth and water. So, I don't know, maybe she put out, NK was putting out a lot of bad vibes towards them, to make the relationship go bad. But I did also hear, like I said, she was trying to get pregnant about the baby with the boy. So let's see if we see any cards that come up that might go ahead and tell us that, yeah, she did. That's a candidate thought. It's exactly the Empress. The Empress is fertility. The Empress means pregnancy, life. You see the whole circle of the astrology signs. It's basically the most, like in another reading I did too, he looked at her as the Empress, and maybe that's why, because she was pregnant, and I don't know if maybe she miscarried or something happened. But rather, if she wasn't pregnant, they were trying to get her pregnant hard, because they knew they were going to get rid of her. Like I said, she wanted that boy for him. So, yeah, I think she was. I think she was pregnant for a little bit. I don't know if she had ever been pregnant before, because a lot of the times most women know when you get pregnant for the first time, a lot of times, unfortunately, you can miscarry because it's like your body's not used to it. So, it's usually mostly the second time to third time that you'll kind of take the pregnancy. So, but I think whether she was pregnant or she was or she was that close to being, if they wouldn't have got caught. And she was pregnant and she was gonna take off. They were gonna take off and move on with the Chariot, the Cancer, her card. So yeah, I do think that I don't know. Like I said, I don't want to say that she was trying to get, I think she was pregnant, like I said, for a little bit. Like I said, I don't know if it was intentionally done to get rid of the baby after Shanann and the kids were found dead, so it didn't make her look as bad, or if it was done naturally. Like I said, how the woman's body can sometimes naturally reject a pregnancy the first time. But let's get the clarifying cards out to see why. All right, so you have the Six of Pentacles, for how he's feeling recently towards her. Let's see why. Alright, so yeah, we have the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords is coming towards the Six of Pentacles. So yeah, he feels it is unbalanced. He wants to bring back some balance, so he's coming in quick. And he's going to try to slay the situation, make it fair, make it right, so that he feels justified. Because I think, you know, I mean, if you committed murder and it was with somebody else and the other person was, like, basically in hiding with the FBI, I think you'd probably get a little bit pissed off, too. You know, like, who wouldn't? You know? I mean, I know you're not supposed to tell on each other or whatever, but I'm just saying, like, you know, deep down inside that you'd be like, asshole, you know? Like, we were in this together. But you have the Queen of Swords, and over the Queen of Swords is Temperance. So whoever the Queen of Swords was or is presently is trying to bring Temperance into his life. I know he has a girlfriend, so maybe that's it. Maybe that's what's bringing the Temperance in, and maybe that's the person that's trying to convince him with the mind and the emotions to tell on her. And be like, look, you know, you're here, you're stuck for life, why lie for her? Tell on her. You know, who gives a crap? I would. I mean, not I would, I'm saying that whoever said that said, I would. You know, like, you're here, so I would. You know, why shouldn't she be? And that's what I'm saying. Whoever he's talking to, it's air energy, because here's the swords again. So it's the Five of Swords. So, and that's on top of the World in reverse. So, yeah, he wants to make sure there is no new beginning. And if he has to slay her with his sword, you know, slay the Queen of Wands with his sword to make sure that it happens, he will. Let's see why the Seven of Cups is here for when he tells on her and when he does finally snitch, what he's going to do and say. Okay, the card just fell down. Yeah. For the Seven of Cups, you have the Six of Swords. So, that's basically saying, like, he sees all these ideas of all these things that he can blame on her, right? So, now he's like, when he finally gets his story down, he is going to take it and run with it. Like, you know, a thief in the middle of the night. That's kind of how I feel like with the Six of Swords. Like, he's taking the, like I said, the paddle here, and he's paddling as fast as he can to go tell the very next person. That's kind of how I feel. So, let's see why the Five of Swords is here. Yeah, he's seeing it as an opportunity to put her in the light and make it about her and not him with the Ace of Wands, because the Ace of Wands is like a new beginning, a new opportunity, something like that, you know. It's usually an action, so that's what I'm saying. He's going to take the action to take the focus off of himself to put it all on her with the Emperor energy. So let's see what goes over the Emperor. Yeah. The Chariot in reverse. So he's doing that because he doesn't want her going anywheres. He doesn't think it's fair that he's stuck where he is, and that because the Chariot going forward upright is on her side in the third row underneath the Empress. So yeah, he doesn't want her going anywhere. He doesn't think it's fair. He wants her on a cement brick, just like he is in the Chariot card. So let's see why the Lovers are reversed. Because the Two of Swords. Someone put, the Two of Swords can be stress, anxiety, you know, a bit of insomnia, feeling stuck. But it's not feeling too deep, though, because you just have the blindfolds on. All you gotta do is take the blindfold off and make the choice. So that's what the Lovers, and he did. He made a choice to go with Nicole and kill his family. And the Empress comes out underneath that. And I think he did that maybe because he knew she was pregnant. You know, he thought he was going to wipe out his family, and because they try to say they were only talking, 2 months? I think it was more than that. But, I don't know how she would have played, you know, the pregnancy card of whose it would have been from the time frame. But, yeah, I don't know. I just get really strongly, if she wasn't pregnant already, she was definitely about to be. Yeah, because you have the Nine of Cups in reverse, so it felt like it completely backfired on her for some reason. Something happened. She lost it. She's like, she got too big-headed about it, and it came back to kind of bite her in the ass because she lost it with the Nine of Cups in reverse. The cups are all spilling. So, excuse me. With the Nine of Cups upright, it's like I said, it's like celebration, enjoying your accolades, your awards, sharing it with friends and family. But when it's reversed, it's the complete opposite. And by having the Chariot underneath that, you have the High Priestess is like coming out in reverse. So to me, that means that all of the secrets and things that she tried to keep whenever she well, ever since Shannon and the children were killed and murdered, unfortunately, they're all going to be coming out, and they're going to be coming out because she's got this pregnancy thing, and I don't know how it's going to be connected to coming out yet. But it's like I said, but it was interesting that the person asked about it because I had heard something about it, and I don't know, maybe there'll be some way they can link it back to that she was pregnant by him before they claimed they even started dating, or something like that. So I don't know, we'll see. But I do see the pregnancy card. I do see that he's going to snitch on her, and I do see that he is pissed with her because he's stuck behind bars and she's not. So, like I said, again, this was a requested reading, and it was from Katie's Lifestyle. That's the name of the YouTube channel. So, I hope y'all have a great night, Southern Soul. Tarot, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. We'd love for you to be a part of the family. I do private readings. The first one is 50% off, and the second one is like $14. So that's all in my about section, along with the accounts and my email that you can email me and let me know what type of reading you want. So again, thank you for watching, and I greatly appreciate it, and I hope y'all have a great night. Thanks, Southern Soul Tarot fam.